Hello, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, my dear friends. It's me, Ahmad Rashid Ahmadzai, again with a new English lecture, starting with the name of most merciful and most compassionate. Before starting our today's lecture, I want you all to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Today, as usual, we're going to talk about one of the most interesting English lesson, which is called sentence and type of sentence structure. In our previous lecture, we talked about type of sentence, but today we are going to talk about type of sentence structure, that how can we structure the sentences. There are four ways to structure the sentence. The first one is simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. Before talking about the type of sentence structure, let's define what is sentence. A group of words which are put together to mean something, they are called sentence. And now on, let's talk about the types of sentence structure. Also, we can say that sentence is subject plus a verb or a verb phrase with a complete meaning, not with incomplete meaning. When we are talking about an incomplete meaning, it means that we are talking about a dependent clauses. Okay, let's talk about types of sentence structure. There are four types of sentence structure, as I mentioned. Let's talk about the first one. What are simple sentences? Simple sentences are those sentences that they are made of one independent clauses. What does it mean? It means when a sentence has a subject plus a verb or a verb phrase with a complete meaning and they can stand independently, they are called simple sentence. And same like that, simple sentence is equal with an independent clause. Okay, let's have an example. I am happy. I'm happy in this sentence. There, the meaning is complete. The meaning is complete, it can stand independently. So we can call this sentence as a simple sentence. Let's talk about the second type of sentence structure. The second type of sentence structure is called compound sentence. We can simply define compound sentence like this, that compound sentence are those sentences that they are made of two simple sentences. Or also we can say compound sentence or those sentences that they are made of two independent clauses. It means two clauses with a complete meaning, and we can join these two independent clauses with some linking words. There is also a note which I mentioned. We can join two independent clauses with these kinds of linking words like and, but, so, or, yet, and etc. For example, I'm happy, but Ajmal is sad. I'm happy, one independent clause with a complete meaning, but a linking word which join these two independent clauses. Ajmal is sad, it is also an independent clause with a complete meaning. Let's talk about the third type of sentence structure. The third type of sentence structure is called complex sentence. What are complex sentences? Complex sentences are those sentences that they are made of one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. It means one clause or one sentence with a complete meaning and one or more other sentences with incomplete meaning, and we join these kinds of clauses or independent clause with dependent clauses with relative pronouns or relative clauses, and also with subordinating conjunction. Let's have an example. For example, you can eat whatever you like. In this sentence, we use whatever to join these two clauses with each other. You can eat whatever you like. Whatever you like is a dependent clause because it is dependent to the first clause which precedes them. Independent clause is you can eat. You can eat. One independent clause, whatever you like, one dependent clause. You can eat whatever you like. It is a complex sentence. Let's talk about the fourth type of sentence structure, which is called compound complex sentence. What are compound complex sentences? Compound complex sentences are those sentences which are made of two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. It means two sentences with a complete meaning and at least one sentence with incomplete meaning. For example, I'm happy, one independent clause with a complete meaning, but a linking word with link or with join these two independent clauses. The next one is Ajmal is sad. It is also an independent clause. Even though he has everything, this is a dependent clause because it is introduced with a subordinating conjunction. Okay, let's read it. I'm happy, but Ajmal is sad, even though he has everything. One independent clause, second independent clause, two independent clauses, and plus a dependent clause. Okay, boys and girls, it was our today's lecture about sentence and also type of sentence structure. I hope you enjoyed and learned some new things from our today's lecture. Do not forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. In case of any question, any complaints or any suggestion, you can text me and also you can comment me. Wish you all the best. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.